So Call of Duty just made a post a couple of days ago that got a bunch of feedback talking about operator skins and carry forward into Black Ops 7. And in a surprise move, they've just decided to cancel it entirely. You can no longer move your operator skins or weapons from Black Ops 6 into 7. This I didn't think they were actually going to do, but here we are. They've officially done it, so you can no longer carry those forward. Now this only applies to operator skins and weapons from Black Ops 6 into the Black Ops 7 multiplayer and I assume zombies. For Warzone, none of this has changed. So all of this will move forward into Warzone 4.0, whatever you want to call it. That's not changed. So if you play Warzone, you're completely fine, you don't have to worry. But for those who were under the impression that you were going to be able to carry forward into Black Ops 7, this is a big deal. I don't think they've ever done this. They've only done carry forward once before, but this is the first time where they were going to do it and then went back on it. So I can only imagine people who saw the news, who bought bundles thinking it would be carried forward. It's no longer going to happen. That we thought was going to happen in Season 1, it's no longer going to happen. It's been cancelled, and the only thing that's going to be carried forward are COD points as usual, Gobblegum, and double XP tokens. That's it. That's all it's going to be carried forward. The weapons, operator skins, all the bundles you bought, none of those are coming into Black Ops 7. Which is pretty funny to think about because they just talked about how they were going to add it into Season 1 and now they're not going to bring it back anymore. I find this to be a very bizarre move, a very contradictory move. Usually Activision would just outright never say carry forward unless they wanted to bring it, but this is the first time where not only are they talking about it, they're going back on it. They're really just admitting right now that they're not going to bring it back. They can't bring it back. They don't want to bring it back, so they're going to cancel. Now, I'm sure the biggest question for many of us has been, why are they doing this? Because they never give a particular set of reasons why they're canceling it. They do talk about why they want to preserve the identity of Black Ops 7. They want to keep it its own style, its own artistic value, which to me is just, it's pure PR speech. Remember, Black Ops 6, they said this exact same thing before launch. And now look where we're at. We have these operator bundles that people will just keep complaining about, and for good reason, by the way. I'm not saying, stop complaining. By all means, these bundles are absolutely ridiculous to be in Call of Duty at all. But look at where we're at now, where they have to cancel it because it's so bad that Black Ops 7, they need to refresh it so you don't have all this shit running around in the multiplayer. Who thought this through? Call of Duty does collaborations all the time, so at this point it's just to be expected. Yet, it's gone to such a point where they have to cancel bringing over every operator skin. Not just those ones, by the way. Not having a skin filter. None of that. They're just going to cancel it entirely because it's gone so bad in terms of having its own value artistically or stylistically. They just have to immediately go back on it. Except for, of course, the consumables you can optionally buy. Don't you want to buy more consumables? You can take it into the next game. Man, this is just... I don't know how to feel about this. I did ask some of you guys on the community post what you thought about this, and it seems like a good even mix of people who just think it's good to have a fresh start, which I would agree with as well, and some who think it's just outright robbery that this is happening, which I can also sympathize with, because if you didn't know this, if you weren't following Twitter, and let's say you bought bundles and you were saying, wow, this is going to carry over into Black Ops 7, I can't wait, so I'm just going to buy some more bundles and I'll use it in the next game. Well, guess what, Buttercup? You can't use it anymore. Activision has decided, instead of making a skin filter option, which they basically already have, they're just gonna, no, cancel, you're not getting it anymore. Now, like I said, in Warzone, this does not apply at all. So you can still use these in Warzone next year, and the year after that, they can still carry forward. So that's fine for Warzone. But not everybody plays Warzone. A lot of people play exclusively multiplayer or zombies. Zombies, they haven't set a peep on in terms of carry forward besides Gobblegum. So I'm not sure entirely if this is going to apply to zombies as well. But we know for the multiplayer, for Black Ops 7, none of this is carrying forward aside from double XP tokens. That's the only thing that's carrying forward from multiplayer-wise, which is very, again, it's very odd they're doing this. I did not think they would do an outright cancellation. They most likely saw the backlash, and were hoping it would pass. I'm assuming as well this probably has something to do with Battlefield 6 and the endless trolls on their comments section. I can already imagine it here. But they didn't do this when Infinite Warfare launched, okay? When Infinite Warfare launched and that had, a lot of bad press and stuff, there wasn't much they could do, but they could have also split Modern Warfare into its own game. They didn't have to make it bundled with Infinite Warfare. They only split it in the following year, so they didn't even do it at launch. Here, we're seeing before launch, they're actually going back on this so that Black Ops 7 can look better at release. This is pretty crazy. I did not think they would react this much to the backlash or the idea that the identity of Call of Duty is gone. Now, this is very much a response to Battlefield 6. I don't think anyone's going to doubt that. Because if it was really about the artistic value or the style of the game, they would have done this eons ago. They wouldn't have even started the idea of Carry Forward. The only reason it happened is because of that $70 DLC moniker that people kept sprouting about Modern Warfare 3 and 2. So that's a huge reason why that happened. And for the most part, the transition, I think, was well. I think some people didn't like it in multiplayer, but it wasn't nearly this severe to where people were just blatantly asking, do not bring Carry Forward, do not bring these operators back into the next game. If it was really about the stylistic value, why introduce it? First of all, why introduce it at all? And then why have, again, the pre-order for Black Ops 7, look at those operators. They do fit the style of the game, but you cannot claim to me that you care about the stylistic value and then still be promoting these bundles. You can't. You are just blatantly lying to say, yeah, we want to preserve the identity of our next Call of Duty game. We want to preserve all that. So would you like to buy this collaboration bundle for $20? Would you like to do that? Again, they do say they're going to modify bundles and see how they're going to integrate into Black Ops 7. But I just don't understand where this identity thing is coming from. You already tossed that out by introducing this business model, by having bundles, by having the battle pass, by having all these things. You're turning into Fortnite. That's what people have called Call of Duty for years, ever since they turned into this model. It's turned into Fortnite. So if you care about your identity that much, first of all, take a break. Secondly, you have to do something different than just Black Ops 7 and Modern Warfare 4, and every single year we're getting in one of those two. Hell, give Call of Duty a break. Give a new title. Why not? When's the last time they actually made a new title, okay? Why keep going with this over and over if you're so concerned about identity? The answer is that Activision isn't concerned. Call of Duty is not concerned about their identity. They're concerned about being in second place to Battlefield 6. Now, of course, Call of Duty is bigger than Battlefield, and especially this time where Battlefield 2042 is a complete disaster, they're going to have to earn some trust back, and I assume there's going to be pre-orders just because Battlefield hasn't released a new game in like 3-4 years at this point. So at launch, it could be pretty competitive, but over time, I do think Call of Duty will outsell it just because it's Call of Duty. Literally anybody will buy it at this point. It's the freaking McDonald's of, gaming. I personally will not be copying. I will not be purchasing either game. I've said this multiple times. Battlefield 6 or Call of Duty, I would not be purchasing this year. Personally, I just had way too many good games this year to be checking out that I honestly won't have time, nor do I care to play either title. And I encourage you to do the same. I encourage you to branch out and check out other games. Neither of them have impressed me too much, and Battlefield 6 you need to keep an eye on. Especially with this confidence they're going to be earning. We need to keep an eye on them, because if they can have a stable competition, we could see more change like this happen. We could see real-time Call of Duty actually trying to change and react to the market. But only time will tell. So I just wanted to make this video because this is a really big deal. If they're going to continue to pull moves like this in response to competition that's not even out yet. Imagine what they'll do with an actual full market when GTA 6 comes out. When the next shooter comes out that's a big hit. Maybe another Apex, or hopefully, please, Titanfall 3. Or another Battlefield. Again, if it comes out next year, if it goes yearly, they're going to have actual competition. Call of Duty's going to actually have to change, actually put in some innovation. Listen to consumers for once. That could actually be a big change we could see for Call of Duty for the first time in years. So, yeah, we need to pay attention to this. I think it was worth reporting out. I already posted a couple of times on this, so I want to make a video as well, and also, get that YouTube schedule back on track. So if you guys did enjoy this video and how you reacted to the news, leave it in the comments below. I would love to hear what you guys think as well, because I personally have not bought most bundles in Call of Duty, so I am not affected much by this change. It's still a huge deal though. It's still something that needs to be talked about, and you should be on alert if you're going to be buying bundles, because if they can pull this kind of shady shit where they say Carry Forward is going to be a thing and then cancel it on Twitter, and not everyone who buys Call of Duty goes on Twitter, by the way, so that's pretty damn slimy. You need to keep an eye out. So, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, please hit that like button and subscribe. I could always use a new addition to the Dark Ops army. And again, leave me the thoughts in the comments below. I would love to read what you guys think about this whole situation, whether or not this is just a complete response to Battlefield 6, which it pretty much is, and if you're going to be playing Black Ops 7 or Battlefield 6. So, let me know in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. This is Dark Ops, signing off.